Right, where do we begin? Well, first of all, I should say I didn't plan to actually be filming this because I actually wanted to already have a video ready to go, but after looking at the footage itself, the filming was that terrible that I thought I'd just redo it because, it's too shaky, you can't see shit, and it's a lot of noise in the picture. I'm hoping it's not as bad now as it was then, but we'll see. I'm just filming this with a phone. But anyway, without further ado, let's get to what I actually want to show you. And that is, well, also there, but also elsewhere in the room. And that is a lot of stuff that I recently, well, picked up. So, well, let's just begin with this, I suppose. So, this is a German gas mask canister, which I got for free. Now let's see if I can show it to you a little closer. Yeah, there we go. It's marked FRN 42 here. Well, the inside isn't too bad either. It's marked 43 here. You can see it there. It used to have a soldier's name here, but that's gone. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Open the compartment. See, the Feldgrau paint is still pretty nice. It's kind of a pain in the ass to close though. Okay, we'll do that afterwards. Inside is also alright. Zinc plated steel sheet here. It's not too rotten. And the demarking for dicht, so it's waterproof. Unfortunately the webbing is a bit attacked here, but nothing too bad. And yeah, I got this from a local, well, let's call him a historian, and he said he had it lying around. I was like, oh, sure, give it to me. And so he did, which was very nice of him. Just cleaned it up a bit, and that's what it looks like now. So, a bit of local history, which is nice. And then we've also got this. Read specify. Like this, yeah. No. Gonna move it. There we go, now I can tilt it down. This actually came with another one of these, but in a different color. This is a, well, as you can already see by the eagle, a Luftwaffe ammo box for the 13mm MG131. Now, the label on there is a reproduction, but it's pretty good. Let's open it up. So yeah, I just got some stuff in there, because, you know, it's a box, so let's put stuff in there. Yeah, again, the 13mm label. Let's close it again. Let's give you a little close-up of that eagle. There we are. It's actually, yeah, mirrored. It should be exactly the other way around. You can see that by looking at the swastika. It should be going exactly the opposite, and the usual Luftwaffe eagle should be, yeah, also in the opposite direction. Let me just show that to you by using this Luftwaffe belt buckle, which you can see is going in the opposite direction. So, well, maybe someone just didn't like the swastika and stuff, which is perfectly understandable if you ask me. And yeah, I decided to play a trick on them and do it the opposite way around. Now, yeah, that's also, where's the marking? Is it here? No, it's on the other side. There's also a Luftwaffe acceptance stamp on here. Right there. There's that. Well, since I have a lot more to show, I'm just going to move ahead. Usually I'd be talking more about the things, but I don't intend to make this video too long. Now, how to continue? Let's do it in a chronological order. So, next are these, which I picked up near the Rhine River, so you can guess where they were used. Move all that aside. So yeah, you can already see what these are. 105mm howitzer M2 and M2A1. And also the dates here, loaded 1044, 1044 and 1044. So let's take a closer look at some of these markings because they're really nice. So first of all here, ammunition for cannon with explosive projectile and well, some paint. Another marking, September of 1944, Anderson Corporation. And also, since we are on this nice tripod, we'll just do this. Yep, there we are. Yeah, TNT and 2 rounds complete with the shell and the supply charge. Someone's texting me on WhatsApp, not now. And also the lot number, same with the ones below there, just a different style of marking. And the one below there as well. And let's move around to the side again, so you can have a closer look at these markings. There we are. Now let's also look at the lids on the inside. Redford Kennedy Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and August of 1944. Let's focus a bit more. There we are. Let's see, where's that's the different one? No, that's another one of the same. Pieces out of the way. There we are. War Products Company, Springfield, I think it's Minnesota. Well, it's marked MO. I'm not too good on the old US states, so maybe it's wrong. But yeah, I mean, that's also a very Simpsons-esque name if you ask me, you know, being situated somewhere in Springfield, and the company is literally called War Products Company. So let's just put that back here. Come on, there we are. What's also interesting about these boxes is they are held together on the sides by this wire. And that's how they were made in the factory. See how it's joined together here. Yeah, right. Well, let's also take a quick look at this, which is very nice. I'm currently trying to get this operating again. As you can see, it's a sewing machine, a Pfaff 31, and as you can see, it does still turn. I'll just need to get it turning better. Also the old foot pedal. The driving belt is a new one because the old one is obviously from the 1920s. I actually have it here. I do have to use a piece of the old belt somewhere here because the new one is too short. But yeah, it had to be replaced because it's 90 years old. But yeah, it's a very nice sewing machine. It's just the quality of it. It's very well made. I'll definitely be using it to, you know, repair some uniforms maybe, that kind of thing. So on, insignia. You get the idea, it's a sewing machine. I've also got this here. This is actually the helmet shell from the, I think the last video, I'm not too sure. That's the ET66 one. As you can see, it's stripped off paint now. It's very nice, very good condition. I've also got this, which I recently picked up for cheap. It's a US Pistol Belt, as you can see here by the US marking, and it's in unissued condition. Got a bit of oxidation from storage though, but let's see, what was that marking? There it is. Ah, that was loud. That was a metal piece hitting the helmet shell. It's marked Nesco 1943. On focus, there we are. That's actually surplus from the former Soviet Union, which was transported there, or well, got there via the Land-Lease agreement between the Soviet Union, Great Britain and the US. So that's why it ended up in the Soviet Union, but it was never used because, well, probably because of the US marking and the Soviets being like, "Нет, блядь," or something like that. Anyway, let's continue with what is in here. So I recently went to pick up these kind of shoddy helmets, and also a this Grenzschutz helmet. As you can see here, it used to be painted in black, but that paint came off very nicely. I've got a nice Grenzschutz helmet, and I got this, some other helmets back there, and what is in here, and some more for 10 euros. By the way, I paid 20 euros for the 3 US ammo boxes, and for the 30mm boxes I paid, I think 30 including shipping, so yeah. Alright, let's just continue like this. I think that's the best way to do it. Now let's, first of all, the original ammo box in Dunkelgelb. And, well no, actually let's start with, first of all, adjusting the camera right, and this on here first. Yeah, as I already said, went to pick up those helmets, and turns out that all came from a house clearance, and yeah, a lot of other things came with that as well, including a lot of deactivated ammunition, which I clearly picked up as well, because he gave it to us for free. So that's 3 20mm Hispano shell casings. Focus. Yeah, you can see 1942. And the others 43 and 44. I've also got this, which is interesting. This is a 8mm Lebel round with a wooden tip. That's empty, as you can see. That's practice ammunition, and it is dated. Come on, 1899. So very old. And I've also got this, which I immediately identified as a S-Minenzünder 35 or S-Mine Fuse 35, and it is, it's just half of it. Would be another piece here, and then the thing that you step on, and then, well, sets off the mine. As you can see, there would have been the percussion cap, which is missing. You can see the marking in the Bakelite cap. So here's the part that would screw into the mine. Well, obviously with the rest on top as well. And yeah, this is made of aluminium and it's in very nice condition. Well, this is Bakelite, of course. So yeah, there's that. This is part of focus. Part of a fuse for a stick hand grenade. It's blown up, so it's also safe. It's also pretty interesting. This, which is a piece of an ammunition belt, of course. And yeah, this is actually practice ammunition, as you can see by the wooden tips. And it's been refilled. You can see by these lines here. See, all the bullets have these, all the casings have these. So these are all refilled in an MG belt. It's only part of an MG belt, the rest is rotten away. Well, it's also pretty interesting, these are all different makers. So this is all ammo that has been refilled late in the war. See here, P131, 1935. It's 1938, I think. I think it's Czech. Correct me if I'm wrong though. And these all have steel primers, so it's late war. That's also interesting combination of things. But yeah, these are all empty because the wooden tips are all rotten. Right, then we have this, which is very unique and rare. Well, not too rare, but certainly not common. Well, if you look at the, as you can see, I drilled holes in there, so you can see those are empty. Well, actually all the ammo that is here is empty. It was empty as I got it, so that's why I even went to take it with me. If it had been full, I wouldn't have taken it. But yeah, you can see here, it's 8mm Mauser, but it has a round tip, and that is because it's the old style of 8mm. As you can see here, I think that's the date here, 1901, and I think in 1903 the Spitzgeschoss was adopted, so this is still with the round tip. And this stripper clip is for the Gewehr 88 or Gewehr 88, and it's also something you don't see every day. Mark W here, it's a nice condition too. And you just put it on here, it's an N-block style clip like the Mannlicher. You just load it up like this. And the last one. There we are. Oh, that one's too high, so we'll have to redo that. Get it down. There we are. They all have to be at the same height, obviously. Right, here we are. Let's get again. I've also got M1 Garand clips. Well, I actually only got one there, but I had one lying around. No, that's not the one I picked up. This one's the one I picked up. See, it's dated 1944. It was loaded with 8mm Mauser ammo, but I put 30-06 in there. See, it's marked SO4. And it is, yeah, it's gonna get out. Just one moment. There we are. It's also empty. All of these are empty, but I didn't drill holes in these because the bullets are rather easy to remove, so it's easy enough to demonstrate that these are empty. And you can see by the pattern they have on there, they have been on the cloth ammo belt, of which I myself have found one, though it was the full AP belt and not with trace as well, but these also had tracer bullets. There, that's the that bit of the ammo. Now let's get to taking out all of this. So let's begin with this. This is all 8mm Mauser. This is late war ammo. See here, it's dated 1944. All on stripper clips. There's also some plated late World War I ammo, dated 1918. On this very rotten stripper clip. Ooh, it's falling apart. Ooh. Yeah. So, we've also got, was it this? Let's see. Yeah. Early war copper plated steel shell casings, marked P370. And here's the code. With the steel mill and the type of plating that was applied. I don't quite remember the code, so I can't tell you exactly, but that's that. I think these are also all the same maker, same as with these. I have a couple of stripper clips that I actually sorted. Get back on there. There's another one. No, not this one. Not this one either. No. That's the one with the polter marking. Ah, there it is. Yeah, that's a pre-war made German stripper clip. Also with pre-war ammo, P207. It's all in brass casings, in very nice condition. See here. It's all empty too. Right. So there's all of that. But there's more, because, well, this is an MG ammo box, so there better be something MG related in there, right? And there it is. And that is this. These are also empty, of course. Most of these are late war steel cased bullets, which actually came off an ammo belt. When I got all of these, the bullets were in backwards, but I put them all back the right way. And this belt is actually from me. So I put that ammo in there. They were all in stripper clips, which I have back there somewhere. There's also some Springfield clips, but don't want to. Well, I'm not gonna bother showing them as well, because I mean they're pretty similar to normal Mauser clips, so who cares? And well, these are all late war German. There's also some different ones. Come on, focus. There we are. I think BTS and I think it's 39. I don't know where these came from actually. You see, these are late World War I ones again. Yeah, but these I don't know. CXC28. Yeah, I don't know where these came from. Maybe Polish. I really don't know. That's the 50 round belt. Actually got the, let's see what's the starting bit. There it is. And I got a 3-letter code here. It's a wartime belt. It is original. You can still get these for cheap. Here's more World War I ammo. 1917. There's also some pre-World War I ammo here. is Deutsche Waffen- und Munitionsfabriken, also 1917. See, the bullet is very loose in this one. But yeah, those are all empty. Nothing bad going on here. Oop. Yeah, some of these are a bit cracked from when the first person decided to take them apart. But yeah. Doesn't really matter, I mean they're only for display anyway. Right, let's put that back on there. There we are. Let's put that back in the box. Right, let's see, is there anything else? Well yeah, actually I could show something else. There's this, which I very recently restored. This is an M18. I think it's actually a commercially produced one because it doesn't have a lot number in the dome. It only has the ET64 marking, and the air vents are the style that would be used in a 66 size shell, but it's still interwar produced. And as you can see, I repainted it in a rough texture Feldgrau paint. So it would have been a reissued helmet. Can maybe get it to, not really. In person it's a lot lighter than it looks here. It's a bit more grey than the normal Feldgrau that you'd see, because it's a reissued type paint and it is kind of more grey. The liner in here is a early pattern M31 liner. You see here the aluminium band is not reinforced, and the square cornered chin strap bales. And the chin strap itself is an M27 pattern. It's also dated here. It's a reproduction, but it's a relatively good one. It's marked 1928. This interesting style of attachment for the buckle end here with this clip. Just a roller buckle here. The leather is kind of stiff, but it's alright. Get back in there. The leather is from a post-war fire department liner. Just reassembled it to look like the M31 pattern with the stitching, for example, going up here. And yeah, just put it in this liner. The paint on the inside is, which if you can see, it's a type of apple green, and there's the ET64 marking. In this light it looks very dark, but it's actually relatively light. It's a brownish green. That's that helmet. I got another one. Currently in the process of restoring. And then is this. You can see by the air vents it's an SE made helmet. It's an M40. Same stamped air vent and rolled edge. Lot number 712. And it's not very readable right now, but there's the SE64 marking. Got two original split pins here. I'll be getting a set of reproduction ones too, because I think one of them is gonna break because it's got a crease in it. Also got this 1944 dated liner band. I'll put in here. 64 NA56. It's in pretty good condition. It's got some, I'm missing this rivet here, and there's some weird paint in the marking here, but it wasn't too expensive. It was 15 euros, and at least it's original, so that's nice. Actually, these are in immaculate condition. I've never seen them in such shiny condition before. Usually those are the first things to rust, but these are completely free of rust and still very shiny. So that's pretty cool. Otherwise it's just a steel band. But yeah, that's it for this video, which ended up being longer than I initially planned it to be, but well, what you gonna do? And I hope you enjoyed it and learned something about things I recently got. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.